It's the end of the month, and that means it's time for a good old-fashioned fragrance haul. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The Santa Maria here, and today it's the end of the month, January that is. And yes, this is the January, meaning all of the fragrances that I picked up in the month of January. We have a spread here. It's mostly niche now that I look at this, but it's niche with some designer in the mix as well. Some of these you have already seen me talk about on the channel, and some of these I have not introduced to the channel at all, so we're gonna have some fun. I'm very excited about it, and I know you all have been wondering about some of these, so we're going to talk about it today. But before we do that, Els, you know what we must do first. Lipstick of the day today. Your girl was feeling purple, and I went with the oldie but goodie, and I found out they recently got rid of this, and I don't know why, but it's from MAC, and this is Up the Amp. Those that know, this used to be one of those it girl colors for the brown girls. I'm just saying. Up the Amp was it back in the day. They need to bring it back. But yes, alas, MAC Up the Amp is your lipstick of the day. Next up, we have fragrance of the day. Despite having a more edgier, per se, type of makeup look, I went with something that was sweet and fluffy for the fragrance of the day. And I went with Parfums de Marly Oriana. I was craving fluffy sweetness today, and I really enjoyed this. If you all recall, this made my most complimented fragrance list for 2022, and I still love it in 2023. It is divine. Yes. Fragrance of the day, Oriana from Parfums de Marly. I do have a full dedicated review of this fragrance up on the channel already. I'll link it up top for you all to check out at your own leisure. So now we've gotten all the pleasantries out of the way. Let's get into this fragrance haul for the month of January, as well as give you all some first impressions of them. First up, first fragrance we picked up. This was one I had sampled in the past, if you all recall from my Tiziana Terenzi video when I first was introduced to them. And this is a scent that I sat on, played in. I used the sample all the way up, and then I decided, okay, girl, you know what? You actually like this scent, and you're gonna love it in the wintertime, so that's why I waited until it was winter, and I'm talking about Lince, you all. Yes, Lince. This is the beautiful box, and as always, Tiziana Terenzi fragrances come with a whole bunch of information and booklets on the inside. But most importantly, here is the fragrance, Lince, you all. It's in the white bottle style, heavy cap. What made this fragrance stand out, and I love the fact that in their booklet, they have the notes for you. So since they're readily available, I'll get into it. So the main thing with this one is that it has vanilla bean in this, and it has heliotrope in it, and it's very fluffy. It's really fascinating, and quite frankly, this is a fragrance that I enjoy because it really smells powdery and almondy in here, because there is an iris note in here now that I'm looking. Now, almond isn't listed as an official note, but that's what I get in here. And I think it's divine. It's definitely for those that like a baby powder type of a fragrance. Lince is definitely that type of scent, and I enjoy it. This one definitely wears so far on the lighter side of Tiziana Terenzi fragrances. Again, it's a powdery scent, but I like it though. It's very comforting and cozying in cold weather. So Lince was the first fragrance for the year, actually. Next fragrance we're going to talk about also is a niche fragrance, and this is from the house of Nishane, because you all know we love Nishane here on the channel. And the fragrance is Wulong Cha, you all. Here is the box, and we are so here for it. I love how decorative this is. Wulong Cha, you all, check it out. Here is the bottle. I did get the 1.7 fluent ounce size. So Wulong Cha, it has a tea note in it, and it has a citrus note in it. This is very fresh, very calming. This just smells like a spa, and every designer hotel that has bath products in there already laid out for you. The soap, the facial soap, the shampoo, that's what this smells like. And in some cases, I even literally walked into a hotel recently. Head up and I decided to go and grab cocktails at one of the new downtown hotel bars here in Nashville. And I kid you not, stepping off the elevator, the lobby smelled just like this. So I don't know if Nishane is packaging this and selling it. I don't know, but I promise you I have smelled it in hotel lobbies. So if you like that fresh Mandarin but tea vibe that's kind of relaxed, that is this right here. Nishane's Wulong Cha. All right, and again, we're on the road with niche, everyone. So for the next fragrance, this was one that was a wish list fragrance, and this one, well, actually all of these have been wish list fragrances so far, just to be straight up on that. So we're happy to be staying focused this year. I told you I want to be more consistent with getting what I really want versus what is quote unquote hyped, that type of thing. And this was a fragrance that I caught a good sale on it at the time. You all, Max Aroma had a 40% off sale, and I was like, I'm getting this. This fragrance was in stock. This was selling out everywhere, even in department stores. I don't know what happened, but this scent low-key kind of blew up last year, and I wasn't missing out this year. And the fragrance I'm talking about is Parfums de Marly Cassili, you all. Yes, aka the one that looks like a peachy orange creamsicle. That's what it is. And here is the bottle. Yes, my Parfums de Marly collection is literally growing, and I'm here for it. This is definitely a summer scent for sure. The selling point in this one is the fact that it has a plum note, it has some frangipani in here, some mimosa. So absolutely, this is tropical. Now, so far what I have experienced, this is a creamy scent, and it wears a little bit lighter than, say, Delina for sure. It's definitely a lighter wearing scent, but when I look at it, it's a summer fragrance. I'm okay with it because I don't want something as heavy as original Delina in the summertime. This is perfect for going to a party, say a backyard party, a rooftop gatherings, that type of vibe. Parfums de Marly Cassili is going to be that girl. I've already sneaked and worn it a few times already, just around the house, but for sure, it's not its season yet. It has to be at least 70 degrees for this to shine. I can already tell that. So again, Parfums de Marly Cassili made the list, the haul for January. Now this next fragrance, you all, is no stranger to the channel. In fact, I've already done its full dedicated review because it's a new release. And yeah, you all have seen my thoughts. If you haven't, I'll link it up top below. But the next fragrance I picked up is the new YSL Black Opium Le Parfum, you all. I picked up a little bottle of it, a little 30 ml. This is the latest rendition in the Black Opium family. They've made 1 million of them at this time, and they decided why not make 1 million in #1. So I decided to try it out because it was new, and I already shared my thoughts on this. But yeah, it's definitely not my favorite pickup. Definitely a blind buy. But yes, hey, it's a sacrifice I make for the channel. We did it. It's not terrible, not that it stinks, but it's just not what I thought it would be. So that's just it and how I feel about it in the synopsis. But if you're a vanilla lover, there's 4 types of vanilla in this fragrance, then definitely check it out, get your nose on it. It should be popping up in, say, your Macy's Sephora very, very soon. But yeah, it's not my favorite. Anywho, YSL's Black Opium Le Parfum. Now the next fragrance we're going to talk about, this one, they are really taking their time slow dropping this one. In fact, it's sold out right now, but it's only available on pre-order on their official website. I've already done my first impressions on this fragrance. I'm still testing it out, but that'll be coming soon, the dedicated review. And I'm talking about, of course, the new Valentino Donna Born Aroma Intense, you all. That is the box, and your girl got the 100 ml size. It's like Nordstrom had like a flash small amount of stock, and I was able to get on it, and I ordered it because I was like, I'm gonna want this, I'm gonna need it. I know the L's are going to want to know about it, so yeah, I went ahead and got it for y'all. But y'all, I like this. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I've already given my first impressions on it again. I do have that video, but I like this. It is actually deeper, it is darker, and it is more intense for sure. And this one appeals to an older, more mature nose. I gotta say that. So yes, Valentino Donna Born Aroma Intense. Still testing it out before I give my final verdict on it, but I'm enjoying what I'm experiencing so far. And now we have the final fragrance in this here fragrance haul for the month. This is truly, out of all of these, this is an ultimate wish list item. This is one that I finally decided to take the plunge on. I hit a personal milestone, and I figured, why not celebrate? You know, why not celebrate with something that I really want? Because we all know when it comes to wish list items, there's always some things we want just a little bit more than others, and this one fits the bill for sure. And I am talking about, you all, I had to do it, and I did a big bottle. I had to pick up Bond number 9, you all. This is the scent of peace for her, y'all. Yes, the scent of peace for her. Let me take the cover off, because this thing is like shining everywhere. But yes, Bond number 9, the scent of peace for her. I did get the 100 ml size. I don't know what is going on with me. I've been picking up 100 ml size lately in different bottles. Something's going on in 2023. I don't know. But here is the bottle. Yes, Bond number 9, the scent of peace for her. There is a scent of peace for him that is a blue bottle, but alas, I want the one for the ladies. I had a sample of this that Bond did sent to me, and I enjoyed it so much. This is one of those fragrances that you kind of like, I don't need this. You try to talk yourself out of it. But when I tell you, even with that little sample I wore, and this is a fresh scent, definitely in that think Dolce & Gabbana light blue type of family of freshness, but this is way more fruitier for sure. This is one of those scents that I don't know what it is, but it commands attention and people are going to say something to you, whether you want them or not. It gets compliments. So I was noticing, even with this little bitty 2 ml sample that you get from the brand, I wore it around to work, wore it to pick up food, errands, restaurants, what have you, my mailbox, and I got a compliment every single place I wore this to. So I figured, I said, you know what? Okay, I think I'm gonna end up needing that at some point. And then, Lord and behold, I looked up and did some research that at Bond number 9, when I asked the sales associate, they said this is their #1 selling fragrance for women. Who knew? Not Greenwich Village, not Tribeca, not Nolita, some of the more outgoing, more known fragrances. And this scent is old, by the way. This scent is almost 20 years old. This is not nothing new, but it's still #1. Has a black currant note in here. Again, it has like aldehydes, like lily of the valley. So again, fresh and clean. You want you a fresh scent that's not going to offend anybody. The name is appropriate, the scent of peace, for her, because it literally smells like peace in a bottle, and we can all use a little bit more peace in our lives, just saying. So Bond number 9's the scent of peace rounds out this list. So all right, elves, that wraps up this haul video. So now you know what all fragrances I did pick up in the month of January. Now I can wear my babies. I've been hiding them, I've been sneaking them because I like to kind of share them all at once on the YouTube channel. I'm like, yes, now I can finally debut my babies. They're free. I can wear them and just do what I do with them, create more content for you all, because yes, and as you already know, dedicated reviews will be happening on all of these fragrances. I'm going to do better with doing more frequent dedicated reviews on fragrances because you all ask me questions about them all the time. Y'all be wanting a follow up and an update, and I'm gonna give it to you because I hear my elves, I listen. So until next time, elves, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye y'all.